Well, here we are. We're going to look at another tourist attraction of the Illawarra. This is the little park at Stanwell Tops that has the sandstone monument and is a memorial to fallen sailors of the wars. And over there is Lawrence Hargrave Drive, and across there we see a sign on the tree, and that sign reads, Princess Marina Walk. It's a cliff walk, and it was built by Henry Halloran and his staff in 1931. And this entry here is not the original entry. There was a rustic bridge a little bit further down the gorge, but it got burnt out and removed, and so the track was put in here. The original start of the track was around at the mineral pool on Hargrave Creek into Stanwell Park. And all that and the walk around the escarpment edge have now fallen into private hands, so it's a no-go unless you've got a lot of dough. However, in this remaining section there is a lot to see. And this is the first one we come across, which is the love seat, with the hearts on there and all this fine work that's gone into it. Now, these were constructed by Henry Halloran's workers to keep them occupied because of the depression that was going on at the time. Work to keep them employed and their spirits up. As you can see, some very nice work was done. And this particular seat looks out over a gully, a ravine, which is very, very, very much overgrown now, but still very beautiful to look at. Further along the track we come to a very interesting lookout. As you can see, a lot of, once again, sandstone work and a lot of rocks moved into place. And it would have taken some work to lift these things and then place them and then mortar them together and also put in the benches. Now, this particular lookout, which is the biggest one along the walk, is now part of the Illawarra State Conservation Area, which is the Kelly's Falls section and on the Australian National Heritage List, and hopefully will be world listed along with the Royal National Park, which it's adjacent to and part thereof. Now, the railing was put around by the National Parks and Wildlife Service, and they look after the area, though the funds sometimes seem to be limited. The view looks out at the Pacific Ocean when you can see it. That's the Tasman Sea section of the South Pacific. And as you can see, everything is just wildly grown up. And here we're looking at the Hacking River Valley, and we decide now to advance to the next section as we head towards Kelly's Falls. From the distance we can start to hear the two waterfalls, Gills Creek Falls and the main one, Kelly's Falls, which was originally called the Port Hacking River Falls. Why it was changed to Kelly's Falls, who knows. However, we now come across another sandstone seat placed in a very good position on such a top of a flat rock, and obviously designed for weary walkers to sit down and just admire the natural wonders of the view. So let's zoom in and have a closer look at Gills Falls. Yes, we can see it a little bit through the trees there, making a rather fascinating sight. But there's more to it than that, as we see some of the other parts at the top where the water is coming down. So let's go and have a little squiz at Gills Creek Falls, and here it is. So now let's look at our last piece of stonework that interestingly has been built inside a cave. A small cave and a small round sandstone seat. And one can only wonder what stories and legends could have started here over the years, long before the seat, back to when the native tribes were around. So having looked at that, we now see the stairs that lead up to the Kelly's Falls car park and down to Kelly's Falls. Here's the Hacking River Valley, and thank you for joining me along a tour of the Princess Marina Cliff Walk at Stanwell Tops. Thank you.